Stephen Gilbert here, top secret location that I can't let you know about. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. This is a 10 scale clay oval track, and I've never been here before, so we're going to learn a lot. At first glance, for most people, this looks like just cars going around in circles, but we'll find out what it really takes to do this kind of racing. The first thing I noticed about watching and recording oval racing is, boy, it makes you dizzy when you try to pay attention to one car. I like watching this car go around, but watching it now is kind of sickening almost. We'll try not to do this much anymore. Just like any form of racing, it's all about balance, traction, and power. And I must admit, in my ignorance, I thought that wasn't very hard to do. But now looking at these cars, the way the bodies are built, the tires they use, and how fast they're actually going, that's easier said than done. Let's watch a car on the track, and then go talk to the driver. That little red coupe seems to be going pretty fast. I like that car. It's tiny, and it's sitting there beating up one of those bigger cars. Let's go talk to the driver.
With all the lowering kits and everything on it.
So
for that
B3 buggy chassis, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. We're on 17.5.
Yep, it's the 17.5. You got to have the blinky speed controller. Basically, it's the same setup and everything. That's
like the sprint car?
Well, no. Well, he don't have his here. He's got his late model today. Well, his street stock.
Oh, okay, like a street stock.
Yeah, only he's got the B4.1 chassis underneath of his.
Yeah.
Which is a newer chassis.
Yeah. And this is just the 3.
But yeah, this one's a B3. It's an older chassis. But
it looks pretty simple. It doesn't look anything too crazy.
Oh no.
So you got some RPM parts too.
Yep.
Look pretty quick out there. You're running around that bigger short course truck pretty easily.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yep, that's just, I made some changes to it because it got to where it wasn't working the way I wanted it to work this year versus last year. So I made some changes on it, and I've got it, I think, now about where it was last year.
So what's this one up here?
Okay, this one here is the one for the coupe.
Yeah.
That one there is actually the one for the street stock.
Oh, okay. Same chassis?
Yeah.
Okay. Just set up different.
Jerry runs the coupe and the street stock, so I run with him every week.
Okay. So I learned 2 names. We have coupe and street stock. Those look like late models, more late models. There's midgets. The one with the wings, I think they're called midgets or sprint cars, I'm not sure. I think those bigger late modified ones are based off short course trucks, and apparently the smaller ones are based off of just simple team associated cars. I'd like to point out some of the skill it takes to drive these cars. See that burgundy and yellow car? The guy to the left is driving it. Look at his finger on the trigger. Precision every time, very quick movements. Now, I had other drivers tell me quick movements like that wasn't very good because it would upset the car, but he seems to get around pretty good. Watching these cars go around the track is pretty amazing, and I don't think this camera would do it justice. So let's grab the slow-mo and see how that looks. Well, that kind of sounded apocalyptic.
Hail Lucifer, may 1,000 years of death reign upon you.
Sorry about that, I don't know what happened there. But as you can see, it looks like a lot of emphasis is put on the right side of the car, and especially the right front. The back end still slides around a little bit, but they have a lot of grip. Watching this in slow motion, you can see the cars do bounce around a lot, which is why aerodynamics is very important to keep it on the ground. Now let's go look at some parts. Now, it's a little bit dark in here, so it can't see it as well when I move, but there's some foam tires, dirt foam tires of different sizes, shorter springs, wheel fluid to keep the foam tires soft, team associated parts, custom works, which is what a lot of these cars are built from, and what I've learned that the wheels don't have any hub on them. There's a bearing right in the wheel. Some 64 pitch gears, and the Protoform race body. I've only seen these before, but I'd love to paint one. Seems like you do some pretty crazy designs with them. So let's talk about getting into this sport in the first place. As an outsider, it seems kind of scared. I don't have any cars that I could modify like this, and I don't know what I could buy or where to start. I brought my Losi 8 stock to see if I could bring it over here, but they tore down their 8-scale track. They said I could come in with any car on the Novice series, and the only car they said might work would be my Vaterra V-110s road car. Might be kind of bumpy, but I've never raced that car before and I have no real purpose for it besides going straight and fast as possible. So that might be what I come back with, and I'll run in the Novice class. It's also good to know that the people here are extremely nice, and you shouldn't feel intimidated at all, especially with whatever kind of car you have. One of the better drivers here told me about he bought a team-associated Worlds car, a cheap $149 car. Brought it out here with stock body and just modified the springs, and actually did pretty good. Some of the other racers have also seen Traxxas vehicles out here. Wrestlers and Bandits, not much modification, and run pretty well. Just a few tire changes. I'm thinking maybe running Chelsea's monster truck. She's got a Vaterra Halix. Drop it down, put some foam tires on it that I already have, and who knows, might do pretty well. So needless to say, this is not the last time you'll see me at this track. So thank you very much, guys, and have a good evening. Like and subscribe. And thank you from Steven
and Chelsea.